Please, Zion.
Why did they tell the Ram? They probably told the Rams to not announce this pick because they don't want it to leak because they're about to have it.
Hell no, not punter. Get out of here with that.
Did someone just say Decobie Durant? Like, is that something you saw, or is that just you for who you want?
I think it's just for who they want.
I don't think Durant's even getting drafted, to be honest.
It's Decobie Durant. It's so he was on my list of guys I thought that they could draft. And he's actually in Blaine's 1 second. He's in Blaine's Sneed Snacks. He just literally picked another guy. I'm trying to find. Why can't I find it? Yeah, Blaine nailed it again.
The Rams picked him because he has Kobe in his name.
So, Decobie Durant is the pick. I'm trying to find. I think Blaine just sent it to me. He had McCollum there. He had Chase Lucas, Decobie Durant. I mentioned Durant. He had him as a late day 3. Decobie Durant fits the bill for what the Rams have looked for in the past when it comes to smaller cornerbacks. In this case, size doesn't matter. It's one of the main things the Rams look at. While Durant is listed at 5'9", he ran a 4.38 40 time, still has a 30.75-inch arm length. This is very similar to Darius Williams. Additionally, he adds the ball production the Rams look for. He had 12 career interceptions. So I don't mind that. This is typically the type of thing that they're going to do. They don't really care about the size. Size has never mattered to them. They've had 5'7" guys. There are guys that I wanted more. I thought they probably could have traded down and still gotten Durant. So that's a little, annoying, I guess, in that sense. But I'm not going to hate on the pick because, he's probably a guy that they had top their board, and he's similar to Darius Williams, who they lost. So, I think at the end of the day, it's kind of to be TBD type of pick. I don't really have a grade for it. I'd probably say at the moment, probably B minus, C plus. I think right now, Bruss was a B plus. I'd probably give this probably a B minus, but Blaine nailed it again. So, I think that's a really nice job by Blaine. I think we got to give him his props. He's now hit 2 of them in his Sneed Snacks. But yeah, I mean, Alexis, do you know much about this pick? You didn't seem.
I didn't
Super
think that he'd get
enthused.
drafted. I think he's really small. I don't think that the skill set. I think he's fast. I don't see the skill set there, and I think this is a tutu outlaw of a pick. But we'll see. He's not starting. I'll tell you that. It's not like you're going to watch the Rams next season and see Jalen Ramsey and Decobie Durant as your starting corners. He's not anywhere near. I mean, you're going to have David Long or Robert Rochelle out there before you have Decobie Durant out there. So I think I'm not a fan of it. Whatever. There's still a lot of talent that's falling to the 5th that I think that the Rams can grab. And I think there's like corners that they can take that are a lot better than Decobie Durant that they could double dip on, which I could see happening. Max, I'm not being negative. I just don't like the pick.
I think South Carolina State has put out some good talent, which is where Decobie Durant's from. Fun fact: the Rams actually drafted a guy from South Carolina State recently, not super recently, but Tamarick Hemingway, if you remember.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he was from South Carolina State.
Yeah, he was a friend of the show.
What happened to him again? Like, where did he end up? Where is he now?
He went to Carolina. He was with Washington. He kind of bounced around a little bit. I don't know if he's still in the league, but
That's what I was saying. I was about to say. I like. He's one of the guys that like you kind of like the name bring. Like I forgot a little bit about. Kobe Durant's only 5'9". I didn't realize he was that short. I was talking more about like his build is just like very small. Oh wow, I just looked at his RAS.
could be better. Well, RAS isn't everything. Obviously, it's just it's a cool
Well,
metric to.
again, I think it depends on what is good and what is bad. Like that, I would say, it literally is just showing that he's fast. That's it. Um, Agility numbers are horrific. I agree. Everything else is pretty bad. But then it's like you look at Kyron Williams and everyone's freaking out when he's literally good at everything except for like his like just pure speed. So sometimes it doesn't matter. Durant is going to get mossed by everyone in the NFL. Yeah, I really am
So
not
I think my
into it.
issue with the pick ultimately is the fact that I think he would have been there if they traded down. So you don't get any more picks. You stay there. There's a lot of talent that falls, and then you pick a guy that I think essentially would have been there in the fifth round.
The Rams have traded for cornerback Troy Hill from the Browns. The Rams have traded back. They have gotten their old
What?
corner Troy Hill back. And yet they still took Decobie Durant. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You were going to trade for Troy Hill. And sorry if I just got super loud into this mic. I have no idea, guys. I apologize if I just got really loud. But you trading for Troy Hill, which I love, by the way, but you still take Decobie Durant. What is wrong with you? You trade for Troy Hill to get him back, and you waste a fourth round pick in Decobie Durant when you already have David Long and Robert Rochelle, now Troy Hill and Jalen Robinson, and you go take a corner in Decobie Durant that probably wasn't going to get drafted because he's so small. So you could have used that fourth round pick on a running back. You could have used that fourth round pick on Dominique Robinson at edge. You could have taken another linebacker in Darian Beavers or Jojo Doman, who I would have liked. Wow. That makes that pick even worse. So that's terrible. But the good news is we got Troy Hill back. So I'm happy. I'm happy even though that Durant pick makes literally 0 sense now. But
That
Jake,
was
your thoughts?
I'm blown away. Hold on. I'm tweeting out my brand new, like, while you were doing that, I was just making a Troy Hill Rams because he's never been on the Rams before, the Photoshop. So I got a new, you know, jersey swap there for Troy Hill.
We don't even need one. He's played on the Rams
I know,
before.
it was a joke.
Okay. I thought you were serious. I was like, just
I love Troy Hill, actually.
I
I think
love Troy
this is a
Hill.
great pickup. I just would rather have not gotten Decobie Durant.
No,
If
that's this.
if I knew ahead of time that they were going to make that, like, is Decobie Durant going to the Browns? Like, is that the pick? Are they trading him? Like, what are the
Better
Rams
be.
giving up? I'm just like stunned at what has just happened, and like,
Well, it's like we have two very polar opposite moves. Amazing move, Troy Hill. Great, love it. Horrible draft pick at Decobie Durant. Like, how could you the Rams obviously had this pick in place for the draft or the trade, excuse me, because Jalen Ramsey tweeted that's what he was insinuating. They'd
yeah.
already had that trade way before the Durant pick. So how and again, why would you draft a corner? And if you're going to draft a corner, I still hate the pick of Durant. So like, there's so many. If you're going to get Troy Hill, you should have spent that pick on an edge or running back or something, not a corner, and that's what they did. It really makes me angry, but I'm really happy about
I think
Troy Hill.
Durant. I'm trying to look at it in terms of Durant is a long term pick, so you
Durant is
have.
not going to be in the NFL in a few years.
Well, I don't know about that. Slot corner is very needed in the league, and so I like Durant. I just think he would have been there, and I think that they could have traded down and still had Durant, if that makes sense. I feel like he's not bad. He's got good tape. Like I watched his film at South Carolina State. It's surprising that they would announce Troy Hill and then still draft the nickel corner. It's going to be for a future pick, says Jordan Rodriguez. So the Rams are not going to move anybody. It's probably for the 6th round pick they got for Robert Woods. They probably just turned Robert Woods into Troy Hill. So
I'm really happy you got Troy Hill back, though. I really like Troy Hill.